If you look at the program, Life for a Child for Diabetes, it gives an opportunity for these children to have a lifeline for a lifetime.
Diabetes changes lives for the family, even in the developed world. But in the developing world, it's far more acute.
Banton and Best got the Nobel Prize in 1921 because they discovered a life-saving drug which is called insulin. 89 years later, the international community cannot ensure that people who don't have access to insulin have access to insulin so that they don't die. I think it is unfair.
The impact can be devastating. The cost of caring for a child with diabetes can often be half of their annual income, or sometimes even the whole of their annual cash income for the year. And so the family sometimes faces a terrible choice.
In those families, some parents would prefer that the child should die so that the rest of the family can live. And I can't blame them. I used to blame them at first. But the opportunity cost of having a child with type 1 diabetes in a country with low income, like Africa, most African countries, is such that if you want the rest of the family to survive, that child must die.
And so this is a terrible situation for families to be in. And a number of families have actually moved from a situation where they had more resources in the country to living in the city, just so that they could be in a situation where they could care for their child with diabetes.
So Martin Silink in 2001 launched the Life for a Child with Diabetes, and this is co-sponsored by the Diabetes Australia New South Wales branch and the Hope Worldwide.
The goal of the program is to fulfill the dream that no child should die of diabetes. And so to do that, we have to strengthen diabetes services in countries where they're inadequate.
It came into existence and existed only in 3 Pacific countries. And as you know, Life for a Child for Diabetes right now is in 27 countries in the world.
The program works essentially by supporting existing diabetes centres. We don't go in there and start our own centres. We find local centres that already have the passion and the interest to care for children with diabetes and are already doing that. And what we do is we discuss with them about what resources they need, and then we provide that resource, whether it's insulin or whether it's test strips or whether it's syringes or whether it's technical advice and support.
But more to that, we will strengthen the healthcare system and educate the people who take care of the diabetes.
It's extremely exciting what's happening in so many countries, and it's a great delight to work with these countries, to work with local champions, local associations, to help them improve the care in their own countries.
Life for a Child for Diabetes has so many partners.
The bedrock of the program is individual donors, mums and dads of children with diabetes or families who have someone with diabetes in the family, who would generally contribute $1 a day. And that enabled the program to commence helping in Africa and also to extend in India.
But the International Diabetes Federation has to work in partnership with industry and other non-pharma in order to roll out this program.
It's a challenge each year to continue with the program. And essentially we can see about a year into the future with funds, and then after that it's uncertain. But despite that, the program has been able to grow.
This is the tip of the iceberg, because we still estimate that 70 to 100,000 children in the world have no access to insulin. But at least we are giving life to 10,000 children, or would give life to 10,000 children. It is therefore incumbent on the international community to be able to get this human solidarity so that accidents of geography or wealth should not determine who should live or die. That wherever you are born in this world, you have the opportunity to live according to your full potential.